14. You come back here. It was the last day of camp. The boys of Camp Algonquian Island were lined up at the dock, their luggage beside them, waiting for their turn to board the launch that would take them to the mainland. From there, buses were waiting to take them home. "Well," said Pierre to Chip, Frank, and a group of other counselors, "so ends the most amazing term in the history of this camp." "The glory is in the chase," said Pierre. "I told you Miller was a remarkable kid." "He certainly is," purred Jack Tyler. "Algonquian Island Soccer Champions of Ontario. It has a nice ring to it." Frank sighed. "The memory of Rudy Miller with Mike Webster at his side is going to haunt us for years." Dave chuckled in amusement. "I'll never forget how we took him to that track meet on the mainland, and he won the 100-meter dash and kept on running." "We won, though," grinned Chip, "after we found him and dragged him back." "He kept us well paid, you know," put in Pierre thoughtfully. "We'd chase him all over the place, and in return he'd win us a game or a track meet once in a while." "Speak of the devil," laughed Frank. "Here comes Miller and company now." Rudy and Mike approached and shook hands all around. "So long, Miller," said Frank. "It's been interesting." "Goodbye, everybody, and thanks," said Mike. "Yeah, so long, everybody," said Rudy. He came face to face with Chip and smiled for the second time in a month. "Bye, Chip," he said sweetly. "See you again next year." Then he and Mike turned and ran off toward the waiting launch. Chip held his head. "Next year! Next year! Let's not let him in!" Pierre laughed. "Then you'd have him breaking in instead of breaking out." "Hey," said Frank. "Here comes the supply boat with a big load. I don't remember anything being ordered. Let's see what they've got." The launch pulled out just as the supply boat arrived at the loading dock. Frank and the group went to meet it. "Hi, what have you got for us?" called Frank. A delivery man produced his cargo ticket and stood scratching his head. "Volleyballs," he said. 1,000 volleyballs." "Who ordered those?" asked Chip in disbelief. "It says here, R. Miller, camp director." "Oh, no," moaned Frank, his face gray. I forgot to call back and cancel that order." Chip gazed at the now distant launch, carrying Rudy, Mike, and the other boys to the mainland. He ran to the end of the dock, waving his arms wildly. "Miller, you come back here!" We hope you have enjoyed this production of I Want to Go Home by Gordon Korman. Read by Jerry Edwards of All Stories Aloud.